Hey, this is James. I'm the unofficial mayor of Cowboy Country, and I am so glad you are here. Wow, we got news. Thank you, Sickum 365 Sports. I'll put that right there. It's Sickum 365. If you have not watched their channel, they put on some great stuff. All three guys are really good, but the guy in the middle is the older gentleman. His nickname is Smokey. Super smart dude. I've learned a lot by watching him. They put out today, there is a very good chance that this deal between the Pac12 and Apple is going to be finalized soon. Now, what does that mean? Well, basically what it means is Apple's going to have most of their games on Saturday. If they were smart, they'd do a Friday night game too. But they're going to sell one or two of those games to ESPN. So they're going to get some of their money back, and then ESPN isn't going to have to pay an enormous price for the whole package. So everybody wins. And some of the games will be on linear cable TV. All right. Now, there's a lot of people who are Pac-12 fans that are very upset. They're, in the words of Marvin the Martian, they're very, very angry. But that's okay. Pac-12 fans, I'm going to help you tonight. I'm going to help you come up with a way to where you don't have to pay, at least initially, for Apple TV. Now, I am a nerd, if you haven't figured that out yet. And I love tablets. Now, the Galaxy tablet is pretty good. But my iPad, I used to have one back in the day. My iPad is very good. And, of course, I'm an OSU fan, so the background is Boone Pickens Stadium. So, here's what you do. This is the cheapest of the iPads, okay? Go get yourself an iPad. If you're a fan of Arizona State, Colorado, Utah, Cal, Stanford, Oregon State, Washington State, if you're a fan of any of those teams, go get you an iPad. The cheapest one is like $349. And that's what I got. I didn't get the iPad Pro. Of course, Apple's probably not going to be happy with me because I didn't get the Apple keyboard. This is from Logitech. And I also got the crayon from Logitech instead of the Apple Pencil. The Apple Pencil's $100. This is $60. So, saved a little bit of money. I know how to save money. So, my Pac-12 fans, listen, get yourself an iPad this summer. I personally love it for reading. I love to read. Of course, I'm also working on my PhD, so I've got my Kindle app. But wait until September. If you go on here, if you buy an Apple product, they give you 90 days free Apple TV because they want you to try it. So buy an iPad, use the 90 days free to watch your football games. I'm telling you, the screen on here is great. In fact, just for giggles, let's see here. Cowboy Country, Oklahoma. Oklahoma State. And there's my handsome picture. All right, so pick a video. Hey, it's James. Welcome back to the channel. I am so glad you are here. Put the settings at. SMU. Let's pause it. I'm gonna put the settings at 1080p. I want SMU to join the Big 12. I think that would be great. So look at that. Picture's great. So you will love this tablet. It'll be perfect to watch. Sit on the couch and watch Pac-12 football. And guess what? If you use it for 3 months and you don't like it, then cancel it. So that way you don't have to pay for the subscription. I'm telling you, though, a lot of people that if they have an iPad, if they have an Apple product already, Apple TV has the potential to be good. Now, is it? Here's the thing. I honestly think there is the potential that cable companies are going to start cutting back. I mean, ESPN is already having to lay people off because of the economy. So, but I think it's going to bounce back. The bottom line is this, folks. The Pac-12 just needs to go out there and play really good football and show America that their brand of football is worth watching. I mean, the Big 12, what the Big 12 did was they introduced spread offense, had high-scoring, exciting games, and guess what? The Big Ten and the SEC and the ACC started copying. So as long as the Pac-12 has exciting, good football, people that watch on Apple TV and the one game a week that's going to be on ESPN, they're going to tell other people. They're going to be like, hey, you should have seen that Oregon State game because that's a good rivalry. But Washington State's a good rivalry. Oregon's a good rivalry. Cal-Stanford is a great rivalry. Goes all the way back to the incident when the band ran on the field early. Arizona State's a good rivalry. Utah is starting to build rivalries with other Pac-12 schools. You know, if they're smart, they'll go out and get Fresno State and San Diego State to make it 12. Heck, San Diego State made it all the way to the finals in the basketball tournament, men's basketball tournament. So I don't want the Pac-12 to die. But try to have an open mind, you know, when it comes. I just realized that you won't need this until next year. But try it out. Who knows? The Pac-12 could end up being geniuses, get their foot in the door on streaming, come to find out that they may end up, because with Apple, I mean, let me put it this way. The CW did not want to put Pac-12 television on their Chicago channel and their, channels on the East Coast. Apple doesn't care about that. Apple TV will be available all across the country. So yes, there will be people on the East Coast who are night owls who will be like, hey, I want to watch some football. And they'll watch on Apple TV, they'll watch Cal versus Stanford. They'll watch Oregon State. They'll watch Washington State. So the potential is there. And I just hope for the best for the Pac-12. What I want to see more than anything else is to see more Pac-12, Big 12 matchups in the not preseason, but before conference play begins. You got 3 non-conference games at the beginning of the year. Let's do more of that. We got Arizona State versus Oklahoma State this fall. We got, I know in a few years, Oklahoma State has got a series with Oregon. Let's do more of that. Let's have, Utah's right there. BYU's right there. BYU Utah needs to be a yearly event because that's a great rivalry. If the Pac-12 would work with the Big 12 and create some good non-conference games, I think it would be good for everybody, and I think it would show that there's more to college football than just the SEC and the Big 10. So, anyway, I do believe I'm going to try to go to Dallas on Saturday, get you an update on SMU's construction. But in the meantime, if you are new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe. I do appreciate everybody. We hit 400 the other day, and I am so grateful to all of you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for everybody who's a subscriber. Please share with your friends. I would love to get to 1,000 before the end of the year. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you for watching, and as always, go Pokes.